Antarktis.
So what's the class?
Well, apparently there's some Greenpeace thing going on.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I walked past it.
Yes, you saw it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're even on the photo. Excellent. Sorry, so you're from Shell, yeah?
I am, yes.
Yeah, great. Good to have you.
Ja, de får höra Greenpeace.
Ja, det första så
Please find a coffee and a croissant and a chair and make yourself comfortable. And have a seat, please. And I'll make sure that you understand that a part of the whole package, when you're considering to do your seismic measurements and your drillings in this area is more than just logistics and going there and the finances. It's also very much what you see outside the windows right now. We have Greenpeace. I mean, putting a spot on this meeting, I don't know really what they do. I'm happy that you came in and that we could actually continue. I don't know if you got the message from yesterday that they didn't succeed in finding any oil, so they decided to not drill in 2012 and more do some more exploration and more investigation in whether to be drilling in 2013 and 14. So that was the headline of yesterday's news. Maybe you got that already. They did the total of 8 wells in 2010 and 11, and they did really not reach any commercially viable discovery while they did these drillings. The expenses already exceeded what they had in their exploratory budget for 2012 and 2004 and 14, and what they say now is that we're going to look at, hopefully they will succeed in finding some more donors and fundings for their program. So what you can say about Cairn is that during the last 6 months, the company's share values has declined by 40%, so that's of course something to be aware of. And they have been targeted, like today, they've been targeted by environmental, so it's organizations. So just to mention that this is a part of the package, and this is something that you need also to be prepared for when you're going into this area. But there is a certain chance that the Mineral Resource Act, it contains some possibilities that you can keep exact discharge numbers confident, and that might reduce some of the concrete criticism from the environmental organizations. I mean, you're all in the business and you know how to keep data a bit out of sight for the public, I'm sure. So even though we don't expect you to begin building up infrastructure in Greenland, and we expect you maybe to use Iceland, or maybe you will keep it strictly offshore, your activities. These areas, they are extremely impassable. Nature demands, it demands high economic costs for operations in this area. I'm sure that you're aware of this. There are some animals living in this area, animals that are also threatened, and this is a part of also your communications around this, and you must be prepared to communicate around, for example, the polar bear, which is vulnerable, the walrus, which is near threatened, and for example also if you look at some of the whale species that are critically endangered. So this is something that you also need to face, especially in your communications around this area. Going there, there is a risk, and of course the icebergs. I mean, they are. I mean, we're talking about here the 79 Fjord Glacier and the Zacharias Glacier, and I mean they are more like icebergs. I mean that we could call Arctic Ocean ice islands. So that's of course also a big challenge and something that you need to face, not to end up with situations that we have seen before in other parts of the world. I mean, in the western part of Greenland, which is more accessible. We have seen from the oil spill contingency plan that it's quite impossible to clean up. So this is even more remote, and then the icebergs are even I think just give me a break, and I think I will. We will find out while you're now. Have some water, have some coffee, and I'm happy that you also now know the framework. I mean, Greenpeace being outside and Greenpeace being following Kern. Now you know a little bit about the finance, etc. So thanks for your attention. We find you.
Was the guy who was push the
I just got the information from the Greenpeace that the voting meeting for climate is upstairs.
I think we're going upstairs now. Hi. Hi, it's Deacon. So we'll do the story. Yes, you're in the wrong meeting. This is fantastic. It's wonderful. Thank you.